At the worst times. Hopefully that does not happen again. Okay. Anyway, trying to look at my spells here because I want to make sure what I can and can't use. Sorry for the technical difficulties. No worries. I can only do so much when it comes to what's it called? Technical stuff on my end. What's the oldest game you still play or replay on occasion? That's a good question. We're gonna ignore Bloodborne for this one, but probably when did Monster Hunter Gen U come out? I've recently got back into playing that a lot. Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate. When did that come out? Okay, not that old actually. It's only from 2017. I guess Bloodborne or Dark Souls. Dark Souls came out in 2011. I don't know. I don't really play a lot of old games nowadays. League of Legends, actually. League of Legends has been around since 2008. Is it 2008? When did League of Legends first come out? League of Legends released 2009. Yeah, that's the oldest game that I play back to back a lot. Sorry, just checking something on Instagram. Anyway, I still enjoy replaying Mario 64 on my Raspberry Pi, if that counts. Sure, it's old. You ever see or play Ni no Kuni, Wrath of the White Witch? All I know about the game is that Studio Ghibli made the cutscenes for it. I know what you're talking about. I have never actually played it myself. I've seen I've seen like gameplay of it and cutscenes of it, but I haven't ever gotten the chance to play it myself. Every so often, I follow this one Twitter for like, you know, sales on games and stuff called Cheap Ass Games. And every time, I think I don't know if it's Ni no Kuni, I don't know if Ni no Kuni got a sequel or not, but I've seen like a Ghibli style game similar to that. They always use the same GIF for it, where like a knight that's like a rat man dressed up like a knight gets shot in the back by some guy with black hair. Oh, by the way, one time talking to Raya here, that death bird just randomly spawned in the back of this, like in the back there. I just saw a silhouette one time, and it like freaked me out for a split second, because usually it only spawns if you go near it.
Hello. It's rather chilly here, isn't it? My mistress sent me off on an errand, but I was accosted by a ruffian. And now I'm in a bind. Could I ask you lend a hand? Perhaps. That thug made off with a precious necklace. I need someone to retrieve it. Only, he too is tarnished. If you've any qualms confronting your own, I shall find another. Oh, thank you dearly. What a blessing that we've met like this. The thug should be resting at an abandoned home down the way. Please, I must have the necklace back. The thug should be resting at an abandoned home down the way. Please, I must have the necklace back.
Alright. Let's use this here. Can you think of something you made, like an animation or drawing, that you got annoyed to work on? That's a good question. I can't think off the top of my head. There have been a couple drawings, I would say, that always annoyed me when working on them, but it's one of those things. If it's something that I got done, it's something I had to commit to. Hang on, I'm actually thinking. No, I'm just gonna do a quick look down. Let me think. I would say that one Doom Eternal animation I did with the pinky charging, that one was really like annoying to try to like it's one of those things where like I just had to commit to what I animated, but I'm not particularly proud of the run cycle I did, but I was like, I was so over this joke that I had to just, you know, do it quick enough. Other than that, if it's something that's annoyed me, then I probably, like, really annoyed me, then I probably, like, gave up trying to draw it or something. I try usually my best to, once I start drawing something, I commit to it. Yeah. That's much I can say. I've made a bunch of custom 3DS themes in the theme builder program, and sometimes it can get annoying, so specifically sourcing sounds for everything like scroll and open sounds. I guess editing audio I always found to be annoying. Anyway, what was I doing? I think that's the shack over there. I made a 3DS theme of Super Nintendo World at Universal Studios, and it is nearing 500 downloads. Never expected that. Nice. Well, there he goes. I only realized this after I saw the movie, but the first thing Mario says in the movie is, "It's a me, Mario." They had to have planned that, most definitely. Lobster. Giant lobster, giant lobster, giant lobster. Actually, it's a prawn. I don't care. I don't care. They snipe and they hurt. Ah, thank you, not giving me iframes, game. Here's a giant enemy prawn. The giant enemy spider. I forgot which way I was going. I should probably just get that map over there also. Leave me be. I miss my grace. My runes. Give me that. Ow, rude. Baby Bay. Where's this leading me? Just a random demi chief just there. Oh, is this just leading me to that one cave where... Oh, wait, no, we're doing this one now. That's a demi-human. Up, he heard me. Ow. You bastard. Get out of here. I like snapping my fingers and setting people on fire. You ever know what happened to Unity? Did they ever recover from that big screw up? I think the... Damn it, I didn't want to use that. I think the CEO stepped down. Don't quote me on that. But I think they walked back a couple things about that, but I don't know if they really properly recovered because of that, though, I will say. Anyway, I now know where to go for that, but now we go over here. I don't know, we're in a weird place where just like everything sucks, like when it comes to like, you know, doing business and stuff like that. Hey look, Albinorix. How dare you make me cold? What's the weirdest thing someone has asked you? Dexterity, not crystal deer. That's a good question. That's a good question. I got a message one time because I really like Lady Dimitrescu from Resident Evil Village. I got a note, somebody randomly, not even someone who, like, I know, and I don't even think they followed me, dude. Like, can we talk about Lady Dimitrescu's daughters? And I'm just like, what about them? I don't really care much for them because they're gross they're zombies made up of a billion flies, and they aren't as nearly as appealing as the 10-foot tall vampire lady. Stuff like that, I guess, like really weird prompt questions in that regard. Somebody like sent me like another person sent me like a whole list of like RP, like wanting to roleplay stuff. These are all like the games that I roleplay, like all the source material for stuff that I like to roleplay. If you're interested, please write back to me. And they sent me like 50 you know, 50, what's it called? Like source materials from games, TV shows, movies, and I'm just like, Jesus Christ, calm down. Also, we got the Blood Flame Blade. That's one of my favorites. Ow. A couple people on Twitter I know asked me for relationship advice. The two people in question were in relationships with each other, and I had never been in a relationship with anyone. Yeah, no, exactly. Like, there's sometimes, like, some people try to ask, like, I wouldn't say those are the weirdest questions, but, like, sometimes some people come in, like, with such random, like, situational questions that I'm just sitting here, like, I can just quote Elden Ring characters to you. I don't really know what I can say to offer as advice, you know what I mean? So, hello, Musashi, welcome to the stream.
Ah, there you are. You claimed a great rune and had your audience with the two fingers at the round table home. What was your impression? Aha, your intuition serves you well. My doubts had been piling up, you see. The words of the two fingers cannot be trusted. Truly, naught but rambling, senile delusions. I believe that when the Elden Ring was shattered, the two fingers were corrupted, their guidance skewed. Even worse, the fingers harbor no love for our kind. That's the part that irks them most. Oh, I have a gift for you, something fit only for the wise. A means for circumventing the draw of the two fingers. Give it a try, won't you? And if it please you, may we meet again. I've high hopes for you, my lambkin.
My lambkin.
Be sure to... There's no reason to tarnish.
Sorry, didn't mean to skip that.
Be sure to try that finger I gave you. I'm quite certain that you'll take to it.
Well, I didn't mean to skip all that, sorry. Hideris calls me maidenless after I'm finished with his quest. Is no longer any use for me, so I will strike him down, basically. Alright, yeah, you know what? Let's just go ahead and use that. Oh, I am invading another world. Alright, let's see how well I do against probably somebody with like two co-op members with OP magic this early in the game. I see him. Oh, they're not even gonna bow. Ah, damn, so close. Avenge me, fellow brother! Oh, I got some runes, though. There was another guy on Twitter who asked me about the DC ride from late 2020 and sent me a GIF of the Avengers. He was from Sweden. thoughts on January 6th? Yeah, what the fuck happened? That's my thought. I like I was able to jump over them.
What are you looking at? You trying to start something, mate? Ah, that necklace what you're after, is it? Well, show me what it's worth to you, and I'll consider parting ways with it. I'm not in love with it or nothing. You're a shrewd one, Chief. First, you hand me the runes. And don't try nothing, neither.
I think that the guy asked me in the DM was if I had heard of the good news. I left him a message saying I had no idea what he was talking about and deactivated my account shortly after.
Alright. Take it. Thing's no damn use to anyone anyway. Your bloody idea, mate. Don't come crying to me later. Oh, I see.
Excuse me.
You want some of me prawn? Freshly cooked it is. Alright then. It's yours. If you can meet the price. I could be persuaded to sell you some other bits too. If you've got the runes. Oh. So you met the girl, did you? Alright, well. Sod the particulars of the matter. But it ain't my fault she's stupid enough to get...
Stupid.
Is it? Anyway. She ain't alright, that one. Lucky she ain't died on the bloody roadside, I reckon. You're tarnished too, ain't you? Can you see it then? The guidance of grace, I mean. I can't see it at all no more. Makes no bloody sense anyway. Why some no-name shithead like me should get called to the lands between. Cruel bloody joke, you ask me. Maybe something went tits up with it. Maybe it's been broke for a good long time. The Earth Tree, I'm saying. Never met someone with a taste for prawn I couldn't trust. We'd make good mates, I reckon. I'll be seeing you.
Can you sound less threatening when talking about buying a steak? That's Blackguard for you.
Marika's tits. You must be hungry.
Because he talks like that. Marika's tits. You must be hungry. Anyway, let's try another finger, shall we? Alright. Let's see, where are you? I see ya. All the way down there, eh? Oh, by yourself, yeah. Lightsaber fight! Did you kill Yura for that? Ah, damn it. You watch Game of Thrones? I actually did not. I only ever watched a handful of episodes, and it's one of those things where, like, I saw, not the finale, but I saw the one episode where Daenerys kind of goes crazy and burns down the entire city, and seeing everyone's reaction, it's one of those things where it's like, man, good, thank God I didn't get invested in this for over 8 years. I would have been pissed. So, my only real connection to George R. Martin is through Elden Ring. Where did those runes drop? All the way over there. Okay. Alright, we just need to do one more. This is the only PvP I'll be doing this entire time. I don't care for PvP. The part that shocked me the most was Season 2 when the pregnant one got stabbed. I was like, why? Yeah, no, the Red Wedding. I've heard, like, stuff like that. How it goes all over the place is wild. One more fight. Oh, he's extra annoying because he's got a spear. Yeah, whatever. Game of Thrones should be one of those shows with the most gruesome stuff. It is wild. Alright, anyway, that's enough. That's enough invading. That's all we're doing for the sake of quest lines. Okay. You ever heard about the rumors about Xbox going away? I don't know a lot about the rumors, but it's something like that. Yeah, I think I've seen there's been talks where like Xbox games get on PS5 now, and the way I see it is, I know PlayStation fans seem to be thinking of it as a victory, but I see it as the start of everything becoming PC related when it comes to gaming. Because the way I see it, it's going to be in the future. Maybe Sony will take a while for it to happen to them, but I see it as it's going to be major game releases are solely on like stuff like PS5 or not PS5 on PC, and the only exception being Nintendo because they're too stubborn to join PC. Also, it would just feel weird. Xbox is kind of underrated. For the past 3 years, people have been giving away PS5, but never once I saw an Xbox Series X giveaway. That's the thing, though. Is like I'm saying, is like for the last few years, Xbox, you know, you have Game Pass on the PC itself, so there's no real point in getting an Xbox Series. I think the issue really started when, you know, they went from Xbox to Xbox 360 to Xbox One to Xbox Series X instead of just, you know, keeping it simple.
Oh, Lambkin, so pleased you're here. I'm glad that you're enjoying my gift. I knew it from the very start. You have a taste for noble blood. I wish to anoint you a proper inductee. A knight to serve Luminary Moog, the Lord of Blood, and establish a new dynasty. Luminary Moog has strength, vision, and of course, love. So, what do you say, my lambkin?
Sure.
Yes. Who would have it any other way? Now, take this.
In the future, YouTube will die out. Maybe. I would more quickly say TikTok's gonna die out before YouTube. Just because I think if it's not gonna be intervened by Congress, I hope not, but I think TikTok might start getting a little too big for its own britches, especially with the TikTok shop that's been going on with it lately. That's just my opinion. Also, they've been pushing more long-form content on TikTok when its biggest strength was always the short-form content. So, you know, someone like me who's been making more shorts now than actual proper animations, that kind of hurts me in the long run. So that's why, like, I might start focusing more on YouTube shorts than TikTok ones. Though I'm gonna still, you know, push it through, but I'll probably push more like the use of like Coffee or Patreon in the future. We'll see. Anyway.
For your final trial, soak the cloth with a maiden's blood. Normally this ritual would involve killing one's own maiden and recanting the wisdom of the two fingers. But since you are maidenless, the blood of anyone's maiden will do. The cloth is your final trial. Soak it with the blood of a maiden. The blood of anyone's maiden will do. You are maidenless, after all.
Alright. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Go. Let's see. You know what? Let's keep exploring down here. MapPad is leading. All these old YouTubers are leaving, but in some point you have to leave and live out life. True. Not me, though. Did you ever own a PS Vita? It looked like a really nice console. I did not. I never had any of the Sony portables. I was very much committed to Nintendo DS and 3DS. Guide and gatekeep for those returning souls. When I was young, I would read PlayStation handbook guides thinking it was telling a story of galactic space wars. When I hear PlayStation, that's what I think of. I used to think collecting, you know, guides like that were so cool back in the day. Hang on, where's the... There it is. Nothing than your... I think this is one of the areas that really sucks the most. Someone got GTA San Andreas working on the PS Vita by porting the Android port of the Vita. Really impressive. Sounds like it, yeah. Get out of here. That's why I carry shields, only because I don't want to deal with these little imps. Come on, you little bastard. Surprises me that people still camp out for games and consoles. People apparently camped out for Spider-Man 2. People are definitely gonna camp for GTA 6. Yeah, no, if there's anything to go off of, I think GTA 6 is gonna be like the game that breaks. Like GTA 5 like sold 100 million copies on the first day. That's gonna like double. I'm almost certain of it. Oh yeah, I don't. Nice. What is that on your sword? It's not blood or fire. It's both. It's blood flame blade. It's a incantation you get from a scarab that's near the Blood Rose Church in Lernia. It's like my go-to when it comes to helping increase my bleed proc. It also does a little bit of fire damage as well, so that's nice. need to get my hands on that. Yeah, it's especially good if you have katanas that already do bleed, so... I didn't mean to reverse. Nox Mirror Helm. You think of a game franchise that you wish could get rebooted. I was gonna say Fable, but that's getting rebooted, and I'm still not sure about that even then, because Fable is one of those series that kind of gets real clunky as the game goes on. Oh my god, for love of God. There we go. Not gonna lie, I wish there was Gears of War 6. I love that game. It was my childhood. Yeah, Gears is pretty fun. I haven't played any of them since 3, and that's what years ago. Boom. Hello. I doubt there will be a 6. Who knows? Maybe in the future. There we go. You think they'll ever reboot Conker's Bad Fur Day? Doubt they will, since it would be too ridiculous, too risky of an idea, not because of the game was offensive, mostly because it was weird. I remember Conker's Bad Fur Day. Actually, now that you mentioned that, Banjo-Kazooie, I would love if they ever made a Banjo-Kazooie. And unfortunately, though, with a lot of things going on with Microsoft and layoffs and all that, I'm starting to have doubts that that will be a thing. If I were to say at this point, probably a Star Fox game would be nice. Though I say I want another Star Fox game, but knowing Nintendo and how they don't really care much about story. I don't care about story much, but when I do, it really like sucks when like they don't continue continuity in one way. It'll probably be like the 100th iteration of Star Fox 64. Page ashes. Ow. Someone could do a spiritual successor of Bad Fur Day with Mickey now. That would be something I would not try to test the waters with. At that point, you might as well just make up your own thing. They actually are kind of doing, I think, not so much Bad Fur Day, but I'm seeing this first-person shooter in like a rubber hose kind of art style. That looks pretty good. So I think that might be the closest bet we got when it comes to a Conqueror's Bad Fur Day remake. Only, not really like in the same vein, but like because of how game response. I think it's a no, never mind. I thought it was going to be a what's it called? A Cemetery Sage, whatever the dark one is. Now I'm dead. Just kidding. Ow. I'm dead. How am I not dead? Stay away. Caden sells sword ashes. That was too close. There's apparently a Star Fox game on the DS with multiple endings. Never heard of it before. Yeah, that's Star Fox Command. That one was pretty much the last of the continuity of the series. And it was really, I forgot what the main plot was, but like key points being that Crystal defected from Star Fox and joined Star Wolf and Puma and all them because Fox didn't have feelings towards Crystal or stuff. There was like some melodrama in there, but like it's one of those things where I'm like, I want this story to continue. I like these characters. And then we never got it. So, you know. And then Star Fox Zero happened, and it looked really cool. But then trying to play that with the gyro controllers really started to make my arms hurt. So that game also didn't do too well. And you notice it's like the one Wii U game that hasn't been ported to the Switch yet. Excuse me. I'm probably going to swap over the curved swords later on, but not right now. are tarnished people who died but has come back to life by grace, and they can't die until grace is finished with them. I think, well, like, the opening has it with the narrators like, rise now, ye tarnish, ye dead who yet live. And we see several characters that are clearly dead. Horalu, the Dung Eater, and Gideon all are dead. Like, Horalu is strung up, like, with both him and Serosh are strung up, and Dung Eater is hung by a townsfolk, and Gideon is in a tomb full of ears. So, I would assume most of them are considered dead. Oh god. Speaking of dead, Deathblight. These are the grossest crabs. Enough with the right hook. Oh, left hook, actually. There's the right hook. Dead. Covered in pus and death. I guess Star Fox Zero may have been a hard reset reboot, and they were going to continue the story if Star Fox Zero did well. I would hope so, but again, like I said, they keep just reinventing Star Fox 64, which Star Fox 64 was already a reinvention of Star Fox 1, from what I understand, so they just keep... It just goes on and on and on. Which kind of sucks, from my point of view. Also, you know what? I'm gonna say it. Star Fox Adventure wasn't that bad. There, I said it. Not that it really matters at this point. Anyway, time to fight Sumerian, because the beast eye quivers. Ow, he hit me with his horn. Ow, he hit me with the bow. This would be a lot light work also, but I don't feel like changing up for the Holy Grace. There he is. Holy Grease. Nope. Tree nose lily. There we go. Death Root and Skeletal Bandit Ashes. One of the designers of Star Fox confirmed that Fox and the other members don't have bionic legs and feet, they just wore silver boots. Ah, I see. There goes that theory. It had some, it did have, I was about to say, it did have a leg to stand on, but it didn't actually. Ha-cha-cha-cha-cha. But I did like the idea of them going that deep into the designs. But it would also explain, though, like how later on they just look like regular boots as well. here's a fight that always trips me up, but I want its prayer book. Brah. Jesus. That guy was hard to kill, but with the power of Torrent by your side, anything is possible. Dragon called prayer book. I have like several prayer books now, and I'm saving them for the Toidle, just because he doesn't move around and doesn't judge me. Let's go down to Jawbug. That all this here death row. Sir is mysterious. What happens if I kill the turtle at the church after I get all my lightning incantations? You will get 5 turtleneck meat, and then assuming his bell bearing, but I generally just keep him alive just because he does not judge me for what kind of spells I want to learn, and doesn't even care if I were to become the Frenzy Flame Lord of Frenzy. He's just that kind of dude. He's cool. Being tarnished is like a curse that spreads everything around you dies, and sooner or later you die too. I mean, I was gonna say that kind of overlaps a lot with a lot of characters in Soulsborne. Sekiro, you literally do spread dragon rot every time you die. So that can become an issue as well. So I guess the tarnished too could do something like that.
What are you doing here? I didn't think anyone knew about this place. Except us Jars. Ah! Are you going to be the new potentate?
So I looked this up, and the word what is it, potentate? I thought it was supposed to be like someone, like a keeper of cleanliness or something. but basically the definition of potentate is one who wields great power or sway. He's basically asking me to be the king of the jar people, one way or another.
Gosh, truly. That's wonderful news. It's not easy being potentate, though. I know. Show me your hands. It's just a little test, cuz. To see if you've got the right stuff. Your skin isn't so smooth, is it? You need slick, slidey hands to be potentate, you know? I'm sorry, cuz. But I don't think you've got what it takes. What a shame. Don't look so glum, cuz. We can still chat. Potentate or not. Come back and visit me. When you can. Don't look so glum, cuz. We can still chat. Come back and visit me.
Okay. Go back and forth here for a second. I got a lot of I got like 2 comments on the speed paint I did last year of Jar Baron here, where I distinctly in the description on TikTok described, because it was boy with a head in a jar, and I was like, oh, you know what? That's close enough to Jarberg. He's a boy with, I'm sure, is a head in a jar. So I clearly described that this is Jar Baron, and I even wrote in the image "Hello, cuz," like he does. But I got 2 people commenting in, "That's Jarberg. That's not Alexander." I'm like, I know that.
Hello again,
I drew that. Thank you for pointing out the obvious.
I have good tidings for you, cuz. Have you noticed the rare flowers growing in this village? I asked the villagers if you could pick some of them, and they said you'd be very welcome.
Why'd I kill him in mine? He was a good man, but to save my life, I needed it to end his.
Go on, cuz.
I ask myself that every day.
You really should pick some of our flowers. Who knows? They might be of some use.
Free flowers. This is like one of the areas where like I have to hold my controller like a crab so I don't accidentally swing anything around these guys. These are the only jars I refuse to hurt, because they don't try to hurt me first. Hello, buds. Also a good place to get cracked in ritual pots. This poor little guy's got a little bit of a headache. I remember before this, I think he got patched out, but this is the only jar that would like start to fight for some reason. I understand what you mean, that jar guy in the cave. I hit him, then second time I accidentally hit him. You gotta be careful with who you attack and who you don't. Okay.
Ah, hello again. Say, cuz, have you met Uncle Alexander? He used to live here with us, but then he left to be a champion. I asked to go with him, but he said, "The path of champions must be trod alone." So heroic, right? I miss him, though. If you see him, you should ask him to teach you how to fight, cuz he's big and tough and strong. Uncle Alexander said he won't be back again. My home is of the past, and the past, as they say, is a different country. I suppose that's part of being a warrior, isn't it? So, please don't tell anyone, cuz. But I'm actually a warrior jar as well. One day, I'll be just like Uncle Alexander. Then I'll have to leave the village to become a champion. Uncle Alexander won't come back here again. My home is... I suppose that's part of being a warrior.
Alright, let me just reboot one more time. Thank you.
Uncle Alexander, my home is... I suppose that's part...
Okay. Here, we're gonna go up to see Muriel, Pope Turtle. Not this way. Ow. Flame cleanse me. That's one that we needed. And now they're all dead. Also, I just realized they all have like the fire guys. All these bonfires are all the helmets of the fire guys that spew fire out the top of their heads. It's funny. I love just the random fire slugs. fun fact, there are 2 other people controlling the wheels, and they're probably broiling alive because of how that thing works. I like having a pocket for Duvia. Oh, okay. Gold sewing needle, golden tailoring tools. Hello.
You are tarnished, aren't you? I welcome you to the Church of Vows.
Alright, Masashi, you have a good night.
Steward of this sacred chamber. My apologies for the unseemly state of affairs. Do you know the origin of this place? How it came to be known as the Church of Vows? Well, that is a shame. But who can blame you? The shattering has caused us, all of us, to lose sight of something very dear. It is here, at the Church of Vows, that the great houses of the Earth Tree and the Moon were joined by the matrimonial bond between red-haired Rabican and Renala of the Full Moon. And so our church holds in view the monuments of both houses, the Earth Tree of the capital and the Academy of Rea Lucaria.
Hello, Alex Pro. To answer your question, the circles you see are just circles on dead, like the red one you're talking about are the dead spots of players that are in the same group passwords as I am. I'm in all these like group passwords that are really only there to show off, like to get an alert when somebody has beaten a demigod or so, which is why you see that random upgrade in runes pop up. It's a temporary boost, which is why you'll see like Group 1 has become Elden Lord, or Group 1 or Group 3 has defeated a demigod, and stuff like that. So that's what you see. All these guys right here are all in the same group. These are all just dead spots, so you know what killed them. Oh, I didn't know that was a thing. It's a nice little thing to boost runes ever so slightly.
I would serve as your guide, only my legs aren't what they used to be. If you find anything of use, you are free to take it with you. Unless, perhaps, you are in search of instruction, in which case I will share all that I know.
Alright, here, so he can teach us these sorceries, but I'm not a nerd, so I'm gonna learn incantations, but he doesn't have any, so we should give him an academic scroll.
What have we here? Very well, let us both learn together. Heresy is not native to the world. It is but a contrivance. All things can be conjoined.
I got a 4.
Oh, very well. Heresy is all things.
He doesn't change his
Oh,
tone.
heresy is all things. Oh, very well. Heresy is not all things. Oh, very well. Heresy all things.
Okay. That helps. Just needs a small hot air balloon on his shell fixed legs, basically. Remembrance of Godfrey, the power of the namesake, and a feeble man sought power through the grotesque of grafting. One day we'll return together to our home, bathed in rays of gold. Anyway, just gonna go ahead and use that.
Is there something? You wish to know more of Lord Radagon? Lord Radagon was a great champion, possessed of flowing red locks. He came to these lands at the head of a great golden host. When he met Lady Renala in battle, he soon repented his territorial aggressions there, and became husband to the Carian queen. However, when Godfrey, first Elden Lord, was hounded from the lands between, Radagon left Renala to return to the Erdtree capital, becoming Queen Marika's second husband and king consort, taking the title of Second Elden Lord. The mystery endures to this day as to why Lord Radagon would cast Lady Renala aside, and moreover, why a mere champion would be chosen for the seat of Elden Lord. You know, it's said that Lord Radagon harbored a secret. A famed sculptor of the Erdtree capital was once summoned to render Lord Radagon's likeness in giant stature, when he glimpsed the skeleton in Radagon's closet. And as such, it's said the great statue harbors his secret too.
I wonder what that could be about.
You wish to know more of Lady Renala? She is queen, head of the Carian royal family, and governor of the Academy of Rea Lucaria, the great and beautiful full moon witch. Sadly, her heart was broken when Lord Radagon left her, and then, when the Academy rebelled against the royals, she was locked away in the Grand Library. In the end, Lady Renala was left alone, cradling the amber egg Lord Radagon bequeathed her. Now she devotes herself to it through forbidden rite, the grim art of reincarnation. You would do well to remember, severing a vow, strongest of bonds, has consequences ever more dire. It's said that Lord a famed skull when he glimpsed, and as such,
Cosmic politics seem as dumb as mundane politics. A little bit. Alright, here. It might end soon, but at least let's try to get a couple fights in before we end. See if I can activate this one. He's still here, what the heck? Okay, well, if that one's not gonna work, let me see if I can get this one to work all the way down here. Hey, here we go. Damn it. Bear Hunter's hurt. Awful enemy. Yeah, that's the thing is like you gotta stay close to stay close to him because that sword will never leave your side. Which is why I kind of spam everything here. There we go. And now you're done. Basically. I will say the worst one is probably the one in Caelid. Like everything in Dragon Barrow just like damage goes up through the roof. It's ridiculous. Okay, now here we'll end fighting the archery avatar there and we'll call it a stream. How's that? Because though it says we've only been going for an hour and a half, I did go for about 25 minutes prior to the stream, but like I got disconnected midway through. Always a fun time, yeah. I like the archery avatar. It's just, it's an updated version of the Asylum Demon, but I like what they did with it. Which is also funny, because if you look at the rig for the archery avatar, you can still see remnants of the Asylum Demon, not just because of like similar animations, but its wings, horns, and face are still in the rig itself, which is really funny. Same thing with the Omen Killer. It's just an updated Capra Demon. Old Palace Ruins. Meanwhile, these guys, these orcs, I think after not playing for a while, totally lost. This is my 7th run now. I've kind of started, like, this game has now just become, like, something I know off the back of my head, for the most part. Except those guys. Those guys still suck. Anyway, just gonna get this. They've got little tiny faces, despite being pretty bulky, but I like to imagine these guys as like orcs. Ow. Right through my armpit. I'm just gonna ignore the mausoleums for right now. I don't really have a need to fight those right away. True, FromSoft are experts at recycling. I would say so, yeah. Which is why I never understood like the argument sometimes, like what would actually what would benefit from like, oh, they reused this one animation where you slide down a rail? It's like, what real benefit would it be to just remake it from the ground up? I could see them maybe touching it up a bit from time to time, but other than that, though, it's like if it does the same thing, might as well. I always forget there's two Graces back to back. I don't know. That usually just comes from like people who are like, for some reason, in the year of our Lord 2024, are still doing console war shit. I always forget this one jumps for joy. I'm just gonna start over here so the other guys don't see me. Ow. Ah, jeez. Oh, don't stomp me, damn it. Alright, let's try that again. Though I wish they added a progress tracker on some kind. Trying to think of like, in like regards to like story or. Ow. Oh god. I missed. Ow. Running. Ow. Don't hit me. I missed. God, I was trying to be fancy with my fighting. General progress, I like, here's what you've done list. Yeah, fair enough. Oh, man. Let's try this again. I have awful memories, so it's a pain getting back into games. Fair enough. Jesus. I'm really struggling right now. I'm better than this, I swear. This is totally not me probably trying to drag out this stream before I end it. Jump over his jump, countering with a jump. That's what I usually do, but the problem is that one was also a bullet hell at the same time, so it became hard to really do anything like that. I just tried to proc off the glint blades towards them. Ow, too early. Oh god, I'm choking now. Leave me be! There we go. Wow. There we go. Ow. Oh, I'm out of flasks. That's no good. There we go. Oh my god. I saw myself losing again. Okay. Magic Shrouding Cracktear, Lightning Shrouding Cracktear, and Holy Shrouding Cracktear. Very good. Very good indeed. Alright, yeah, I think I'll just call it there. So, tomorrow we're gonna keep moving around the lake. We still got the Albanork village, this up here, a little bit around here. We'll probably start off going down here in this catacomb first before we go anywhere else. Actually, hang on. Before we end proper, let me go give Garank the death route. Alex_E_pro_94. I'm assuming that's you. Also in chat there. Thank you for following me on PlayStation. Sorry, I read like your government name. So many underscores. I also do art and animation from time to time, but I've been busy on one animation, and by busy I mean I've been kind of lazy, but it's almost done. But I'm moving on to the next one. Stone throw is fantastic. I love Garank's stone. I think I get it next after this one, or it's this one now.
I'm not sated. Feed me more death.
No, yeah. It's either the 4th or 5th death root he eats before he gives you Garank's stone. That's my favorite spell. It's not like the most powerful, but it's just the feeling of chucking a stone that's really satisfying to do. A lot of magic in this is what got me into doing magic. I usually have been always a dex or strength build when it comes to Souls games, but this one really made me interested in it. That was kind of the joke, but also nicely organized. Thank you. My PSN. Yeah. So anyway, yeah. So tomorrow we will continue looking through Lernia, and I'll probably go start. I don't know if I'll start Rhea tomorrow. We'll see where we go. All right. But with all that said, thank you to everybody who stopped by. I shall see you tomorrow. Goodbye.